This is straightforward. Episode 49, right, Corey? 49. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got a special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go by Pusha, Bird, Mr. PSA, whatever you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? Successful black entrepreneur. Iamyopusha. You know what I'm saying?
Iamyopusha.
Iamyopusha. You
yes, let's get that correct.
You know what I'm saying? CEO of Adore, Kiss, Playground, Selfish, Bad Habits. Hey,
keep going. Don't. Yeah.
Hey, the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? Houston Guru. Iamyopusha.
Adore Almeida too. On the way. Be on the lookout.
Hey, how's it been out here in Houston? How's it been today? You know what I'm saying?
Man, Houston is a great place as of right now, man. Houston has came so far, like all of us. It has become a great place. You know, we stayed down for this though. There was a lot of hard work put in this.
I seen it. Trust.
Shout out to Houston. Not just me. Shout out to Houston. Because Houston came. I'm not a hater, man. I salute everybody. Houston came a long way. It took a lot of people to make this happen, to make this place be great as it is now.
That is true. I got my other host with me, my man's Car. You know what I'm saying? Car, talk
Biggest Diesel checking in. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what y'all listening to. It's a podcast.
Right.
Let's do what we do, man. Let's jump.
What is it called?
It's straightforward.
Straightforward podcast. I like that. All right.
Yes, sir. Let's jump all the way into this thing, though. Let's talk about it for real. You know what I'm saying? You are somebody that, you know, the name holds weight in the street.
Okay, appreciate that.
Everybody knows who Pusha is. Let's talk about where it all started out, though. Let's talk about the origins of you becoming who you are today. Owning all these clubs, you know what I'm saying? Putting together some of the flyest events.
Where did it start, honestly?
Tell us where it started. Tell us the origins of it.
Okay, where it started. Let's just say it started with basically me coming home from serving a prison sentence. As a child, I went to prison as a child. I went to prison at 17 years old. Didn't know what I was doing, what I was getting myself into. And actually, when I came home, it was like, I didn't want a job. I didn't really want to get a job. But I was like, you know what? I never had a job, so I tried. So basically, what happened was, hold on, give me a second, y'all. I don't. This right here, they gotta sit down and do what they gotta do because I'm one track minded. So you gonna be able to cut that or whatever, right? Yeah, and we can go. Give me that real quick. How did it all start? That's where y'all gonna come back in there. Okay, give me a second. My apologies, bro. Hey, once we get going, y'all, please stay still. Like,
no, Car. They said they put the podcast logo on TV.
That's what they want right now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Is there a remote over there? I don't think that remote is. Nah, it's not over here.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
I can't even get on. Y'all ain't even signed in on this motherfucker. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. You had time if you wanted to.
We did have time, you know what I'm saying? We did have.
Yeah, because I was trying to see what my followers, my chat was saying while I was talking to y'all. But I ain't going to be able to do it, y'all.
I got you. You good. I got you. You good.
You can't do that while we talking, though, while we on the thing. Log it in. Log the URL in or whatever. You can't do that while we on the podcast. You actually, is he in your camera view? Nope. Okay. All right.
Nah, everybody's talking.
Y'all ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's jump back into it.
Go ahead, re-ask the question again.
Alright, so, you know what I'm saying? My man does just introduce me, you know, it's the biggest deals. Y'all know exactly what y'all watching, who y'all watching. We got the biggest pusher in H, you know what I'm saying, in Houston right now. But let's talk about the origins. Let's talk about where it all started for you. Let's talk about how this became to what it is now.
Man, so let's start by saying, man, I went to prison at a very young age. I actually caught my first major case when I was 16, and I got classified as an adult, and I went to prison at 17. They waited for me to turn 17 for me to go to prison, and I basically went to prison because I used to think I was tough. I used to think I was a gangster. I used to think I was hard. You couldn't tell me nothing. So I went to prison, and I realized when I got to prison, I was around nothing but real gangsters, killers, robbers, stealers, con artists, and I was a baby. So it was like, when I got there, I was like, man, do I really want to be in a place with just men? Like, do I want to be around men 24/7? So I really realized real quick, I say, man, this is not for me, you know? So I end up doing almost 6 years. I did 5 years in a certain amount of months. And when I came home on my last year out, I used to do a lot of reading. And I was like, man, what am I going to do when I get home? So while I was in prison, they was like telling me to do trades and do this, do that, do this. And I wasn't feeling it. And I was like, man, look, I'm not about to come home and be and nothing against the welders and the traders, but it was like, I'm not about to be in here and be an 18-wheeler truck driver. That's not what I want to be. I want to be rich, like really rich. So basically when I came home, I didn't have nothing figured out. I came home, I was 22, about to turn 23. And it was like, okay, what am I going to do at this point in life? So I got back with my child's mother, my kids, my two. I had a high school sweetheart. I got back with her. And when I got with her, it was like she was pressing me to get a job. And shout out to her. I ain't going to lie, because none of this would be possible without her. Shout out to Jessica. And she'll probably end up seeing this because somebody going to clip it. But make a long story short, she tried to push me to get a job. She like, man, you need to get a job, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, get a job. So finally, I took the time out, I got a job. I ain't never had a job in my life. I got a job, right? So the first day of work, they say, okay, you're going to be making $17 an hour. Y'all can guess what my job was. Just think, what was it? Gas station?
Or
gas station making $17?
Probably. I mean, back then, though, yeah.
Can I get a year? Can I get a year?
Yeah, what year?
Shit. That was like 2009.
Oh, fast food. It's fast food.
You can't make $17 an hour in fast food in 2009.
Warehouse.
Some warehouse type shit. Okay, so y'all are wrong, completely wrong. But I'm gonna go with warehouse. So what the job was, I was actually a trash man. Yes, I was on the back of the trash trucks, brother. I was on the back of the trash truck. My first day after getting out of orientation, I'm like, $17 an hour. My check gonna be like $2,100 every 2 weeks. I'm like, man, I'm about to make some pay. But I'm still thinking like, this is not where I want to be in life. So she's like, baby, that's good right now with your money and my money. We put it together. We got some money. I'm like, okay, she got me pumped up. So the first day, you got to be at work at 6 in the morning. So if you got to be at work at 6 in the morning, that means you got to wake up at 4:30. You got to be out the house by 5 something. And then I had to drive all the way down the Beltway to 290. That's where we was located at. So boom, I ain't gonna lie. First day of work, boom, I wake up. I'm excited. I get there. I get introduced to my driver. I'm on the back of the truck, old school. I said, how long you been doing this, school? He said, I've been doing this 35 years. I said, 35 years? I say, dang, you like it like that? He said, man, I started in your position. Now I'm at the top. I say, the top? I said, how much you make? He said, I make $26 an hour. You been here 35 years, you make $26. I say, damn, school. So he's really proud of his accomplishments. So I'm sitting there like mind boggled. I'm like, and then he hits me with the, you see that truck over there? He showed me the truck. Yeah, school. I said, that's your truck? He's like, yeah, man. I got my house. I got my truck. That's all I ever wanted. And I pay my bills, my family straight. So I sit there. I listen. I'm like, that's cool, school. But in my head, I'm still mind blown. I get on the back of the truck. We go to our first stop. We in our first neighborhood. Hit the neighborhood. Boom. I got a Mexican with me. He on the other side. I'm on one side. Now, y'all know Mexicans, they hard workers, man. Shout out to the Latin community, man. Why they pair me up with this extra energized man?
Yeah, he was ready.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all don't know how hard it is jumping. And mind you, I'm fresh out of prison. I'm cut up. I'm in perfect shape. I worked out 2 times a day. I was in shape. This Mexican had to be probably about 29, 30 at the time. I was 22, 23. Man, this Mexican was jumping off, throwing them trash bags on that truck. I'm talking about doing this thing. I'm trying to keep up with him. I'm like, I'm not going to let him outdo me. So, boom, I'm doing it. We get to our lunch break. Make a long story short, we stop. I'm tired as hell. I'm out of breath. I'm like, smelling like trash. Niggas stank. I'm musty. Just on my legs. I'm like, what? And I got myself into. Y'all know what I did? I looked at Old School. I looked at the Vato. I said, hey, man, y'all have a nice day. This ain't for me. And I never came back. I promise you. I didn't get back on the truck. I called my homeboy. I said, hey, I went home. My baby mama, I hope she watching this because she probably tell this story different. She told me, she said, you quit. What do you mean you quit? I said, I can't do this. She said, oh, you gonna work in this house? Sitting around, and I respect that. Playing a video game. She motivated me. So she's really my motivation. So after that, I told her, I said, man, I think I want to be a club promoter. I want to throw my own parties. I didn't say club promoter. I said I want to throw my own parties. She said, what? People not making life like off being club promoters, throwing parties. You want to throw parties? Like you 23 years old, you want to throw parties? So look what she did. True story. My birthday was coming up. I was planning. I had probably like $3,000-$4,000 saved. I reached out to a couple of my homeboys. Shout out to my homeboys that I reached out to that was cancer. Shout out to Cancer Gang. And they told me, I got them all the cancers up, and I said, let's throw this pool party together. We got flyers printed out. I had all the money to my name. I ain't tell them that, but it was, I'm telling y'all now. It was every dollar I had. She put me out. She told me I had to get the fuck out of her house. Put me out. Mind you, we got 2 kids together. Put me out, threw all my stuff in the dumpster. Shout out to my boy Montana. My boy Montana. Shout out to Montana. Montana, he's sitting in the back right now. Montana, my boy, literally, we got in the dumpster and got my shoes, my clothes out the dumpster. Really? Yeah. And he's still with me. He's been with me 20 years. Know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Put my shit out. I ain't have nowhere to go. I ain't know what I was going to do. I couldn't go to his house because he was barely making. He was fresh out of prison, too. We was both fresh out the joint. So it was like, damn, what am I supposed to do? So basically, I'm like, fuck it. I'm grinding. I had a little raggedy car that my auntie gave me. I got my flyers. I didn't have no money in my name. I probably had like $100 left. And the party was like a month and a half out. So I'm going to my aunt's house. I don't want to wear out my welcome. I'm not staying in her house. I'm going to her house, taking showers, and just leave. And I'm not staying too long because I don't want to get in nobody's way. I'm hitting different spots, passing out my flyers. I'm just, if you're not social media, this for Twitter was it's not one day. Up me a Twitter. I start trying to get my little tweets out. I'm going to every club, every spot, passing out flyers. I'm in the barbershops. I'm talking to people. So, make a long story short, my first party, it was 5 of us who birthed through this party. I want to say we made like 25 to 30 grand the first party.
First party?
First party. My first party ever. And when I made that party, when I did that party, after we bust down the money, I said, if I can make this off this, if I can do this at least once every 60 days, I'm good. So I never had plans on being a promoter though.
On my life.
With the bid.
Yeah, for real.
That bid go through, he just came like, bro, there's no reason to work.
Facts.
Yeah. You seen how that pay. Yeah.
And that's what got me to where I'm planning my family. I got my money, and when I got my money, first thing I did, I went and got me a spot. See, I always been about prioritizing. I'm not going to fuck it up because I made some money. I went and got me a spot. I ain't really getting no real furniture. I went and got me some cool shit. I went and got me 3 packs of noodles, 4 cases of water, and some Kool-Aid. And I said, and a couple bags of chips. I say, I'm going to grind it out. I wasn't worried about no woman. I wasn't worried about none of that. I was in grind mode. So the apartment, I'm going to tell y'all, I ran out of money. I invested in another event. Now I try to do something for kids.
Yeah.
My second event. Try to do something for kids. Have y'all ever heard of a spot called Funplex?
I done heard it. Around Houston,
Yeah, so it's a place called Funplex. It was just for kids or whatever. So I grew up in Funplex. Shout out to Funplex. But basically, I tried to do a kid event there and book like some kid artists for kids. Yeah. And make a long story short, it flopped. I lost all my money, everything I had. I think I had 85 people come. And it was terrible. And shout out to his name, not Beat King, but y'all know B King. B King. He was a promoter. He's the one who encouraged me to do this event after he seen my event, and I went to school with him. He encouraged me to do this event. I took the biggest L of my life. I couldn't pay my rent. I couldn't pay my light bill. Couldn't pay my water bill. So now my lights are off in my apartment because I did it all again. I put all in, and it was just me and him this time. So it was like, man, if I made 30 this time, that 25, I'm like, I could get this by just me and you.
Yeah, we're going to cut everybody in.
Come on, man. And I did it, and it ended up flopping. I lose everything. So now I'm back on my ass. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Now I'm in survival mode. I'm cutting my lights back on, bootlegging them myself. Cut them back on after I need a light company. It's not one day. Cut them on, shower, get myself together for bed, and when I go to sleep, I cut them hoes back off. When I wake up in the morning, leave them, I'll be gone all day. And when nighttime comes and they close, I cut them back on. Yeah. That's what I was doing. In that mode.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I've been with you. I wonder how you got to the top.
Yeah, it's deep, man.
I ain't never heard of nobody nigga rigging this shit.
Nigga rigging lights, bro. Telling you, I was nigga rigging the lights, bro. I'm talking about I was doing everything. I'm telling you. And then I was always, I'm a figure it out type, but I was a smart, I'm a figure it out type. It was like, I wasn't doing stupid shit. So, yeah, I'm a nigga rig the lights. The average person nigga rig the lights, they just gonna leave them on and let them come cut them off and then lock it up. No, I'm using these lights much as I need them and I'm cutting them back off. So when they open back up in the office, they not seeing no alert that my lights on. Like, how these lights get back on? And he ain't paid his bill. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, you know, after I got back down on my ass, I came back. I tried to get into selling marijuana. Tried to do that, you know, and make a long story short, it was just like, damn, I made some money. I ain't gonna lie, I ran my bag up and I said, you know what? But my goal was like, I'm about to get back. I'm about to do me another event. As soon as I make me enough money, I'm gonna do me another event. Because I seen that paperwork.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So boom. You just hit that 3-pit. You know how that go. You hit that 3-pit. You was like, hey, I gotta do this again here. You know what I'm saying? That was too easy. So look, that's what I did. I stacked up the paper. I was grinding. I ran up another bag. Boom, cut my lights back on, got myself together. Boom. Now I'm like, all right, bet. I'm about to throw another event. So now everybody making fun of me because I did that event and it was a flop. So it's like the people that fuck with me, they ain't got it no more. Man, little promoter nigga, man, he trying to be a promoter. How you go from being a street nigga to a promoter? Stick to selling drugs. Like they wanted me to be in the streets forever. They didn't want me to change my life. I seen something different, bro. I'm like, man, I'm bigger than bagging weed and sitting in the trap, worried about who gonna kick the door or who coming to the door next. I said, I'm bigger than that. And after this event, I linked up with a couple guys and we threw an event and it ended up being successful. It was very successful. Now, mind you, this is my first club event. Yeah. It was packed. By 12 o'clock, I was at home. They like, man, where you at? The fire marshal here. They're not letting nobody else in. I said, bro, it's my party. I got to be able to get in. They like, man, he don't want to let nobody in. So I'm thinking like, man, it's fucked up. My homeboy, shout out to my homeboy, he was sitting right there on the couch. He said, nigga, if he don't want, excuse my language, if he don't want to let nobody in, don't you think that's a good thing? Yeah. I say, I scratched my head. I said, yeah, that was packed. Mm-hmm. So boom, I pull up the line down the street. I'll never forget this, man. True story, man. Like I said, I'm shout out to my baby mama one more time. For real. Because she didn't stay down. She went against me. She put me out.
She turned you up.
You remember she put me out? That was my motivation.
Turned you up, fat.
Bruh, look what happened. The line down the building, guess what? I get out the car. I'm looking at the line. I'm walking up. Everybody shaking my hand. I'm like, I can't even believe this is my event. I'm like, damn. Everybody, bro, this all retarded. What you gonna do? How you gonna get in? Fire marshal, not let nobody else. I look in the line. I see, who's there? Oh, my baby mom and her friends right there.
Trying to get in the party.
I said, oh, so y'all try to come to the party after you did all that talking.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Left outside.
You got to.
Walked in.
You got to.
Turned up the party. Made a bankroll. $35, $40.
Shit.
So look, when I made this money, I said, you know what? It was three-way split. I said, do I keep on taking penitentiary chances or do I change my life? And at that moment, I changed my life. I never went back. I never sold no weed no more. I never did anything. I just was focused. I say, man, if I can do this and be consistent, I can win off this.
Yeah, you can.
But what I did, I learned from my mistakes though. I knew that I needed a team. Because my first event, I had a team. The second event, I didn't.
And that's why
the third, exactly. In the third one, I had a team. So at that point, now my mind is telling me I got to build a team around me. So I brought some of my brothers in who seen the vision. You know,
Lando and all. Yeah.
No, they wasn't in the picture yet. See, this shit is deep. Y'all don't understand how deep this is. Yeah, you did. Yeah. So before the Goodfellas, we had a group called TSF, and it was called Team Fuck Around. Yeah. So that was a whole nother TFA, Team Fuck Around. TFA. Thank you for the correction. That was my first original group. And it was me and two more guys. And when we started this group, everything was good. We was making money. It was all making sense. But you know, when you in music groups, we all start off as an equal. Yeah. But you let the fans figure out who's the star. And me, I'm so humble and I always wanted everybody to win. I didn't want to recognize that I was really the star. Yeah. So it was like hatred came about, envy came about, the money started.
Everybody can't come to the top.
Everybody can't come to the top. And we ended up partnering with another group. And when we partnered with the other group, shout out to D-Red. That's my business partner right now. D-Red,
he been in the picture a long time.
He was the originator. He was before me. He was the blueprint. But I've been knowing him since high school. So from skating ring days. So what happened was D-Red had his group. I had my group. He had Nike Mikey and them over there. And then I had my group. We came together. And we ended up all falling out. And only people stuck together was me and D-Red. Me and D-Red was broke together. When all this shit fell apart, me and D-Red was together. We was broke together. We lost everything.
That's how you find out who real. When you broke together. Hey,
man, that's why we still together right now. Because we was broke together. We was eating off the dollar menu together. We was sharing burgers like for real. See, look, y'all day and age, they don't even got a dollar menu no more. It ain't a such thing. You can't go get a combo for less than $10 now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back 10 years ago, it was a dollar menu. Me and Red, we had $20 top name. Let's say, man, look, hey, bro, we're gonna get a fry, a double cheeseburger, and a drink. We're gonna bust it all down. You got the drink first, I got the drink second. However, we gonna thugging.
Trying to get it out the mud.
Thugging. Man, thugging, bro.
You gotta come for nothing to get
I ain't never heard a nigga share a meal.
Man, share it.
They say it's 3 ways of how you gonna get something, fam. It's either you have to struggle and you just want to go get it. You either just got the grind in you, or somebody motivates you to go get it. You know,
Facts. You 100% correct. And like we went through it, bro. We went through it for probably about 5 to 6 months, not knowing how we was gonna pay our bills. And shout out to D-Red, man. Shout out to D-Red. Shout out to his girl Coretta, because Coretta D-Red didn't have the money. Coretta didn't have the money. I didn't have the money. But his girl was so down for him. She was swiping her credit card, paying his rent, like going into like,
true.
you know what I'm saying?
Going into debt
To make sure her nigga was straight. She had somewhere to go. She could go back to mama house. He could have went back to mama house, but she still made sure he was straight. And that's why I got so much respect for her to this day, because she stayed down with him when, you know, everybody can stay down once you made it. You know, like right now, you know, women tell me this all the time.
I made it now, you know what I'm saying?
This be their favorite thing. I don't care about the money. I like you for you. I would like me too for me. Why wouldn't I? I'm here. I didn't make it.
Yeah, you didn't
know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I like me for me? So, you know, like, when all that happened or whatever, we came back and stayed down. After that, we came back. And when we came back, that's when Lando came home. Lando is my brother when he came home from prison. So I'm going to tell y'all, let's just break it down. My ultimate goal was, as I was the first one of my brothers to come home from when we was kids. When we went to jail, it was probably about 25 to 30 of us that all went down. At one time. They grabbed us all out of school. We was all in high school. Nah, we was kids. They couldn't do it. We was 16. Yeah. We was 16, 15. Some was 14.
Yeah, I was trying to get y'all on that adult charge.
Yeah, but it was like we was too young. So, make a long story short, all them, when they was coming home after I got my feet planted under me, I wasn't making no real money, but I was making probably like $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month. So,
not real money. I wish I made $10K a month. Shit. Keep on.
You gotta think about it.
Nigga, I got $30,000 in bills.
That's what I was gonna say. You gotta think about
10K a month. 10K a month. Boy, I would die if I made 10,000 right now. Nah, I'm just being real. But yeah, so I was making about 10,000 a month. And I always been a big thinker. Everybody looked, even as we was kids, I was always the leader because I was the thinker.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, my brother's about to start coming home. I gotta figure out how I can put them in
a position
to be a part of this. Because now I done figured it out. I don't want none of them to go back to prison.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. Lando came home. When Lando came home, I did make a mistake with him. I didn't take him in fast enough. I didn't think he was going to
be ready.
No. I didn't think he would go back so fast. So make a long story short, Lando came home and wasn't out 60 days. Montana around 60 days. He was out 60 days, called a murder case. Fuck going back.
Shit. God damn, I didn't know niggas got that deep. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's real. So he fought the murder case, wasn't in the wrong, it wasn't him, but he got convicted for it because I passed. So he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Make a long story short, he fought the case for 3 years. In the 3 years he fought the case, he finally beat the case. And when I made a vow to myself when he was fighting this case, I prayed to God because I'm a very God-fearing man. I prayed to God and I said, if my brother beat this case, his mama house, I'm not letting him go to his sister. I'm not letting him go nowhere. I am grabbing him.
So they don't get in trouble.
So they let him out. They put him on an ankle monitor. The day they let him out, anytime he could come up out the house, he was with me. The day he got off the ankle monitor, I didn't have I stayed in a 2-bedroom apartment with my cousin. Shout out to Core. My cousin is nowhere in the streets. He was working overseas on a rig. I told my cousin, I didn't even tell my cousin, honestly. I love my cousin to death. I moved Lando in, told his mama, I said, hey man, I said, bro, I ain't got a room for you right now. But you can catch this couch until we figure this out.
Facts. Hey, did you?
And that day forward, he was on that couch until we figured it out. It's not one day.
It was a grind, though.
It was a real grind. That's what people don't understand, though. People think we just woke up and had this.
I looked in your past, like deep.
Yeah, it was a grind, bro. It was a grind, bro. I'm in year 14.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Man, niggas ain't sticking around that long, man. They not believing in it.
You believed in yourself, though.
I believed in it, bro. I believed in it, and I learned. I bumped my head. That's the thing.
Mistakes don't happen.
People, that's the biggest thing. People are so scared to take a risk and fall because they worry about what other people think about them. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna bump my head, and I'm gonna get back up, and I'm gonna do it again. I don't care, man. I promise you, this what used to motivate me the most. They used to call me the rich niggas, the D-boys, the drug dealers. I used to take care of them niggas. I used to make sure they were straight in the clubs. And you know what they used to call me? The little promoter nigga.
That's disrespectful.
Oh yeah, they real promoter. They used to talk about me to the girl, to the women. Guess what now? Can't none of them stand next to me.
You see where you at now?
They can't stand next to me in the humblest way. It's not one of them. They can't even look me in my eyes.
Hey, bro, you see what I'm saying? That's what I hate when people call it that little podcast you got. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't take no disrespect.
Man, use it as motivation, bro.
Yeah, facts.
I never, hey, look, shout out to them. I still shake their hands. I still, it's respect. We still laugh and joke. But at the end of the day, I thank y'all because they motivated me to be who I am today.
Yeah.
My baby mama, the little promoter jokes, all that motivate me every day I wake up. You know what? I used to look in the mirror when I brush my teeth. I used to look at my baby mama face through the mirror and say, you ain't gonna make it. Nobody gonna take you serious. You ain't never had them flashbacks? I used to have them every day. Like, it wasn't a time like, bro, still to this day, like, people sit back and they look at me and they be like, bro, how I feel to make it, made it, like how y'all did. You know, I wake up every day like I'm the underdog.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, that's how you got it. If you want to be honest,
I am. When you got niggas like, you still got you got
competing with you. Yeah.
No, not even that. No, I'm not. I'm so past that. I'm not. No, shout out to you. Like, I'm not saying like. See, I don't look at people in the club industry as competition because that's not competition. You talking about we have 7 million people in Houston, so I have nothing. Man, every corner you see a Burger King, what is it right across the street? Okay, if both of them are $1 million franchises, why am I looking at Camp trying to beef with Camp? Shout out to A-Life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Love. Shout out to Correction Group. Brother, I'm the only one in this industry, and this needs to be clipped. I am the only one in this industry who supports everybody.
That's real, though. That's just real deep.
Because I don't look at nobody as competition. I don't. You know who I look at? Niggas like Jeff Bezos. No, I look at real billionaires. You know what I'm saying? I look at LeBron James. I say, look, if LeBron is already up a B, he's 40, and he still get up and still. Why do I think I can slow down?
You can't. It ain't no slowing down. It's full throttle still.
When I made my first $1 million, you know what I said after I made my first $1 million?
Make 10.
I said, I looked at it. I said, damn, I got $1 million. This ain't no money.
If you're not happy.
Come on, man. This ain't no money. No, and that's what it be. It's like this. Like, prime example. Yo, a Porsche. Okay. Boom. My dream car as a kid was a Camaro. I wanted a Camaro. I didn't think big as a Porsche yet because I felt like that was kind of out my reach coming out of high school. So it was like, I feel you. But mine was a Camaro. But after I got the Camaro, guess what I said? Man, I say, I want the vet now. I want to go bigger. Like, once I got a condo, look, we used to all live in apartments where you had to walk up the stairs, no elevators. Once I got in the mid-rise, I'm like, oh my God, I got an elevator. I got an elevator, baby. Baby, you want me to come down and pick you up on the elevator? No, what floor you stay on? You stay on the 3rd floor? Yeah, baby, but I got an elevator. Have you ever been in one of these before? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but after I got the elevator on the mid-rise, I stayed there for 2 years. And then I went and visited one of my business partners, and he stayed in the high-rise. So my mid-rise only had 6 floors. When I went to go to this meeting at his high-rise, He was on the 38th floor. I looked up. I say, wait.
Oh, that's next.
I say, I got to do this.
Yeah,
it's time to upgrade.
Yeah.
That's what life's about. It's about every time you get something, you should never get comfortable.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, they settle. Like, I'm going to say, prime example, like my kids, I don't raise my kids to tell them, you want to be a doctor, you want to be this, you want to be, no, because a doctor caps himself.
Yeah. Yeah,
don't cap yourself. You should never raise your kids. Only way my kids will be allowed, and I will push them to be a doctor, if they're gonna be a doctor and own their own clinic and practice.
Really make it happen.
There's no cap to it.
There's no cap to it now.
It's always been
hard. You gotta have a real goal. Like, we're not letting the sky's the limit. You never want somebody to be able to cap you down.
Yeah, and that's what I told Carter though. We just had an interview. I don't know if you know who Lil Rodney's son is. Girl, he funny. He a young nigga though. He from Baltimore. He from Casanasha. We just had him in Houston, and I was in my head. I'm like, bro, like this, like nah, we could do way more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like we could do way bigger. If we get him, we get Casanasha. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
This is how it goes.
You can't get comfortable. You can't get comfortable. It's like after you make one accomplishment, you gotta make next one coming.
Something else got to surpass.
If you're not happy.
Every record has been broken. It's no record. Look at the Olympics. The kids are getting faster and faster. Look at
younger and younger.
Look at football.
Yeah.
Back when we was kids,
300 3-pointers getting way easier now. You say, everything
When if you could put the ball between your legs, you were the GOAT. Now they're doing this regularly in the game.
Yeah.
They wasn't even doing this, but in the dunk contest. Now they're in the game with it. In high school.
Yeah, that is too. It's getting the young ones.
Like it's just like the day and age is changing. Like it's like every record is meant to be broken.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And you gotta look at life like that. Man, LeBron is the greatest man of all time. No, he's not. He's the greatest man for now.
Yeah, bro.
I'm coming.
Literally, that's exactly what I say. I tell everybody the exact same thing. I say Shannon Sharp may be on top of that, but hey, I'm coming. You know,
I'm coming.
Hey,
I'm coming.
Facts.
But you gotta also look at this though. You can't look at Shannon Sharp as competition. You gotta look at him as motivation. Because if you look at a person that's in his late 40s, 50s, or is he in his early 50s?
He like early 50s.
He's in his early 50s. He's getting up every day like you and still grinding. Twice as hard as you.
Twice. Way harder, bro. He going first take, then going club chase, then going night carrier.
Bruh, because you gotta also remember this. Look, bro. Hey, when you on top, it's more harder to keep your spot.
Yes, it's hard to stay relevant.
Because you're on top, so everybody's coming for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta come with the new. Yeah. I'd rather be in the middle than be on top. Because at the top, everybody wants your spot.
Yeah. So we gotta grind the hard.
You gotta grind the hard. Look at LeBron. He's been criticized for his whole career. His whole career.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to get into how did the Goodfellas brand started, and who it started with and what it means to you.
The Goodfellas brand started with, so like I told you, it was two groups. We broke up, and I always been the guy who come up with the names and all that, even with our clubs and everything. So shout out to Jay Prince Jr. So I gotta tie this in. Jay Prince Jr. is one of my very good friends. We grew up together. We had a thing that we call Young Mafia, which is the mob ties situation. So I always been a part of something. And when I said I was switching all the way up out the streets, I was like, man. But they used to always say, man, them the thugs, like they got the thugs, they the gangsters, they this, they that. So I'm like, man, this is an industry takeover. So I'm like, Goodfellas. They're like, why Goodfellas? I say, because we still represent the mob, but it's a bunch of bosses that sit around at a round table. We all eat together. Yeah. Nobody's bigger than the other.
That's how I say it every time. Nobody is bigger than the other.
Nobody's bigger than the program. Without the program,
it ain't nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're the cameraman. The cameraman is big as the program. He's a part of the program. Because if the cameraman walk out today, hey, who gonna record this show?
Yeah, that's facts.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So we all sit at the round table. And that's how we came up with the Goodfellas. I told them, I broke it down to my brothers, and they was like, man, I like that. No voice is bigger than the other.
Yeah.
You know, it's been times where everybody feel like I'm the boss, the biggest boss, but it's like, I might look and portray it because I'm the face.
Yeah, you are the face.
The crowd, the people chose me to be the face because I was the person who can talk.
Yeah, facts.
And a lot of them couldn't talk. But when we make decisions, you can go through my phone. It's always all of us. I'm not saying, oh, no, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. I didn't got outvoted and been pissed off, but I got outvoted. It just happens, you know. So that's where the Goodfellas name come from.
So let's go down this list of clubs. You know what I'm saying? Please, if I forget anything, make sure. Door. I got. I can't even find it.
Wait, where you get Limelight from, Corey? That's like one of the first. When I did my research, that's one of the first ones I've seen.
That's the first one I seen.
Yeah, that's the first one I've seen.
But
You wrong, but we're gonna keep on going. Yeah.
My fault.
It's cool.
But let's start off with Limelight.
Yeah.
You know, let's start off with the creation of that, getting into that, and did you foresee all of these clubs coming after you? You know what I'm saying? Did you foresee? I'm not gonna let it come out of your mouth. I'll be the one that said, did you foresee yourself taking over Houston in this way?
Honestly.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. I didn't see it to be big as what it is now. I thought it was over a couple times. I thought it was done. I thought it was over. But Limelight made a lot of money under that roof. And it also put us on that level of where you had to respect us. We were sold out for Sunday for 3 years in a row.
Every Sunday.
For 3 years straight.
Jeez.
63 sections.
Jesus Christ.
3 sections? Yeah. For real. I can't even remember the year, but I know it was about 10 years ago. But But the club I started with before that was Avenue.
If you're not happy, it's not one day in the year that a bad bitch.
The original owners of Clay. Basically, he gave me an opportunity. I look at him like a mentor / father. He had Avenue. We did some amazing things at Avenue, and he was already building Limelight. And he was like, bro, I want you to move your Sunday. I was like, hey, bro, I've been sold out for 2 years in a row over here. I'm not moving. He was like, well, if you don't want to move, I'm telling you, I'm closing this motherfucker down. I was like, wait, I got to move then. So then I moved to Limelight. I was like, bro, this club is way too big. I don't have enough people to do this. Because I came from a small club that was sold out for 2 years in a row. Yeah. Then I moved to a mega club. He's like, bro, you're going to make the most money you ever made in your life. And I'm like, that's cap. I made the most money I ever made in your life. For real. Hey, I promise you, we did. One night, I'm just going to give y'all a real scenario. And this on my kids, bro. True story. We brought Rich Homie Quan out here.
That's when he was popping. Like,
when he was, he was a little baby then.
Yeah, that's prime Rich Homie.
We did 120,000 profits.
Jesus Christ!
One night, bro. We had so much cash, and this before credit cards was popping. We had so much cash that we went and we sent our security to get pizza. We paid everybody triple, and we stayed in the club until the sun came up and the bank opened. That's how much money. No, because we were scared to leave out of there and send people home with all that money. So we stayed there till the sun came up. We had a party in the club after the club was closed.
Hey.
For sure. Hey. Shout out to Rich Homie.
Y'all was working.
Thanks. Yeah. R.I.P. Rich Homie. R.I.P. Rich Homie. Shout out to Rich Homie
too, man.
I do got this one question. Who was the livest guest, or what I say, they gave you the best experience that you ever?
Before you answer that, I got a list on that too.
Okay.
I'll run down the list on that. Okay. Jay-Z, Drake, Lil Wayne, Cardi B, Rick Ross, Migos, Travis Scott, Boosie, NBA YoungBoy, Roddy Ricch, YFN Lucci, Future. That's just what I got on my end.
Mm-hmm. Who was the, you know what I'm saying? Who was the best guest you ever had?
Man, you forgetting one, and he was the best one. At Limelight or overall?
Nah, this is overall.
Okay. The person who made you get goosebumps, had the ground shaking like it was an earthquake. I got a list. I got to give y'all 3.
Why we got the top 3? Golly. Who you top 3? Who top 3? I was listening. Who top 3? Who top 3?
So, YB, we never did them in the club. But I
won't get that trust. It's happening.
No, I'm about to tell you, I was the last person to do YB. Yeah. Before COVID, I was the last person to do him in Houston, Texas. But we'll get to it.
It's coming back. No worries, it's coming back.
Oh, it's coming back. It's Shout out to NBA. Them my boys. Them all my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? But y'all forgot this name, bro. The top 3. I'm going to say this. Kevin Gates.
That's his favorite rapper, too. That's in the car.
Kevin Gates, bro. When I say, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Bro, Kevin Gates, when he was Kevin Gates, before the money, before the Muslim, before all. Yes, that Gates.
He knows, sure.
That Gates right there, man, when I say he had the building rocking, rolling, when I say I ain't never seen nothing like it, until he was the number 1. Until we did Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch, when he dropped that album, the box, bro, when I say he made the ground shake,
that's my favorite.
it was so many people there. It was so okay. So over the years, I have grown anxiety because I don't like being around so many people. And this was so many people, bro. My anxiety was going through the roof. Like, it was crazy. I really. We on?
Yeah.
What we doing?
All right, so I'm back to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I do want to say this one thing. You know, they say, you know, when they talk to you, you know, I've been hearing around the grapevine, you know what I'm saying, you're not a very approachable person. But when I talk to you, you know what I'm saying, I see good vibes, genuineness, you know what I'm saying. Can you talk to us about, you know, how you are in real life, you know what I'm saying, behind the camera, behind all of that?
So, all right, I have you. So when you introduce me as 3 different people, right?
Yeah.
Pusha. So I'm Pusha, Tony Snow,
Mr. PSA,
Tony Snow, and Mr. PSA, the same person. Okay, and then Bird.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 3 personalities. It just depends however you catch me.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
I can wake up in like this mood, like, you know, I jumped on my Instagram randomly and was like, hey, I want to just do anybody podcast in Houston, just like on some love shit, like, hey, tell me where to come, I'm coming. Like, even today, like, you know, y'all kind of flaked on me yesterday.
Oh my, bro.
Hey, I'm talking about.
Tell him the story, fam, because on my life, I was going to kill his ass yesterday. I swear to God, no bullshit.
It worked out perfect, though, because look, I'm going to tell you something. If you didn't flake on me, I was going to flake on you, so that's why it just worked out perfect. Hey, nah, don't leave me hanging. Hey, look. God. So I ain't going to lie to y'all, I wasn't even mad, bro. I was like, when he said, man, my demons, I was like, yes! Because I know I wasn't going to make it. For real.
I ain't going to lie, I was mad as hell in the car. Let me tell you, you said big cousin. I said, this nigga cousin is damn near 25, fam, big as hell. Take his ass to the immersion room, boss. Goddamn self.
Some in my head was saying that was like, that
man,
was what God wanted on some shit.
It was for real, because I would have been like either super, because it really slipped my mind. Yeah. So it's like, man, I forgot I committed to this, you know. But everything happens for a reason. Like, you know, we here now. We gonna get it going. Yeah. But like I said, yeah, I have 3 personalities. But some days I'm approachable, some days I'm not. Yeah. Okay, let's say this. If you catch me in public, I'm approachable. Yeah. If you come up to me in the club, like, bro, why are you trying to talk? Man, hey, man, you inspire me. Like, what's one of the biggest reasons why you do? Huh? All you hear is, I'm looking for them hoes. And you got a nigga in your ear trying to tell you, like, brother, I say, bro, look, office hours are between 9 to 5. After that, like, hey, man, just have, like, come on, bro, you in the club, like, bro, you see all these women around here, you want to come talk to me in my ear?
Has a nigga ever hit you with the big bro? Big
bro. Hey, big bro, come fuck with me, big bro.
Every day. What are you talking about? You know how many niggas is 2 times older than me that call me big bro?
Follow me on Instagram, bro.
Big bro, follow me on Instagram. Oh, God. That's the one I hate, bro. Like, hey, bro, first of all, fellas, let's talk about this. Bro, if you know you ain't got nothing going on your Instagram, what do you want me to follow you for? To just look? Bro, I'm not trying to look at you, fam. Like, you don't got nothing going on your page. What you want me on there for, fam? You just want to show your friends that I'm following you? Because you have nothing going on, bro. For real.
PSA right there.
For real. Stop doing that, bro. Big bro, follow me.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, me and my boy Car, you know what I'm saying, we do need that club experience, you know what I'm saying? We need that club experience with you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before we, you know, because I'm a senior, he a junior, you know what I'm saying? We need that club experience.
Y'all definitely do.
Yeah, so we gonna...
I got y'all.
Yeah,
I got y'all. We gonna turn up, man. We gonna do it for the stream, right?
Yeah.
So y'all know as of right now, which he already knows, I'm building my studio as we speak.
I know a lot about you.
I'm gonna need y'all to return the favor. Come on there. And we gonna
get this off the love.
Yeah.
It's good.
Come on there. We're gonna get on it, and we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna bring the vibes out. I'm gonna have the ladies out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna see how y'all really act. Cause right now, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all do a lot of talking when the room full of dudes. So let's see when the ladies get around.
You know me, I'm none of that. Whatever he's talking about.
Don't get shy.
Come on now. Hey, I'm out back.
Don't get shy.
If you know me,
you know I'm gonna be shy. He think he fucking Chris.
He knows. Hey, trust, he knows.
Oh, he gonna try to tell jokes. He gonna try to get the room.
If you can make
oh my God.
I know the rest.
If they green, they in.
If they green, they in. You know what I'm saying? Simple that is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a strong believer in that too.
Facts, but it's that simple, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man, but nah, this has been, you know what I'm saying, a pleasure talking to you. We do got to wrap
Likewise.
this up. And we gonna make sure we come through and come fuck with you.
Likewise.
I do got 2 more questions before we get about.
Go ahead, bro.
What were some of the up and downs of starting an actual club, like building a club from ground zero? What were some of the ups and downs?
Man, in the industry we live in. So right now, you say we got, how much time you say we got left?
We got 10.
We got 10 minutes. Okay.
We got 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. We said 20 minutes. Okay. So with that being said, I'm just gonna say, this business is nothing different than any other business. Yeah. Bro, the industry's fake. Yeah. It's a bunch of fake love. And people are going to make promises and then don't come through when the promises. People are going to mislead you. Like, you're going to think everybody good like you, and they're not. And the club game is so up and down because it's like this. We deal with people in Houston, Texas, who everybody feel like they're somebody. Yeah. Everybody thinks like somebody.
Yeah.
And the ups and downs is you're going to have these contractors when you're building your shit out that's going to make promises, say, oh, I'll be done in this time, and then won't be done. I'm going to tell you a prime example. Dome. Dome been open for 2 years.
Yeah, it just got open.
All right. Now, look at this. I've been owning Dome for almost 4.
It took 2 years to build it?
We went through 3 different contractors. Now look now listen to this part. This is the part you don't know. 2 years before we open, you still gotta pay rent every month. So 2 years we paid rent when the doors closed. How much do you think my rent is though?
Maybe 3K, probably 5 though, honestly. Hey. Close to 5.
I'm gonna say 20 million. I'm starting at 20.
Oh my God. Hey man.
Faces in the room.
17 facts.
Nah,
I know that high.
We too low. I'm gonna say 30 now. What the? I'm gonna say 30 now. A month. Okay, we still too low. I'm gonna say 50.
Okay, you're right. So the rent, the lease rent at Dome is $50,000 a month.
Without even opening the club, y'all did that for 2 years straight.
2 years we paid rent for $50,000 a month.
What the fuck? Oh,
yes.
Fam. Y'all, oh my, y'all took a lick. Y'all had to.
But this the thing. That's why so many people open clubs and they shut down so fast because they don't understand what they're getting themselves into. But what we had other existing businesses that was profitable, so we paid the rent off those businesses. You see what I'm saying? But the average person come into this situation don't know this, so they'll be in the hole. They'll have 200,000. Like, how much do you think it honestly costs us to build though?
Probably about 150.
Hold on.
What?
It's 150. It's more than 150. 150,000. Holy shit! How much money y'all niggas touching? Goddamn.
$2.2 million.
Oh hell no.
to build down.
Oh hell no.
Why do y'all really be thinking this shit be cheap?
Oh my god.
It's because niggas don't know for real.
Yeah. I'm blind.
Just to build the section booths that you sit in. We have 33 of them. That was 70,000 just alone.
Just for one.
No, just for all of them. For the sections.
Who has that shit? Like,
The lights that you see.
you're a true hustler. That's all I'm saying. Hey,
200,000.
you're a true hustler. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Like no, like it's a difference. Like people really think this stuff be affordable. But you gotta also remember this though. I'm gonna tell you the bright side. Cause you said tell you the ups and downs.
Yeah,
so now the ups and downs is when you look at it like this. This is the part that everybody see and they think it makes the most sense. I sell a $40 bottle for $1,000. So
now it makes sense.
Used to scam,
Now it all adds
used to
up.
scam, bro.
so the profit margin on that is crazy.
Super crazy. Yeah.
But you got to, but a lot of people are like, why do y'all do that? Y'all don't understand what we go through to get here. So if I got $2 million put in the streets, I gotta get my money back first.
I need to see 3 at least.
Yeah.
3. I need to see 6. 6, 10. 10. What do you mean? 6. You want me to risk $2 million to make 3? What? You want me to risk? So let me ask you a question. Would you put up $2 million just to make a 3?
If my chances of making it back is
That's
very high.
That's not accurate. That's not. Yeah, that's like saying you can say I'll put up 10,000 to make 20, but when you're saying millions now, it's so much you can do with millions of dollars.
I'll say this too. Give me a wallet. Come fuck with my guy, man.
Come on.
This is truly $1 million worth of game. Real talk.
Yeah.
No, and I respect the youth. Like me, I consider myself as a YON. You know what that is?
A young old nigga.
So I fuck with nothing. Look, nobody around me other than my day one brothers are over 25. They're all. Shout out to Shaq. Shaq 27. You 27, 28?
I don't know where I seen his ass in before, but I seen him.
Kasana.
Okay. I thought I was super, yeah.
Yeah. So Shaq, Shaq and Prime, they're probably the oldest YNs I get with. Prime, shout out to my brother Prime, man. Prime got me. He the one who really got me doing this right now. And real shit though, I'm gonna tell you, like I keep the youth around me because the youth keep me going. Yeah. I feel like we didn't have, as in me and my guy, me, Lando, Montana, D-Red, Kerry, Corey, E-Man, Flame. We didn't have no big homies. Our big homies was in the feds. Shout out to my big homies. My big homies was in the feds. So when we came home, they went. So it was like, oh my God, like, what are we gonna do? This is the first time in life that all my bros are home. It's only one of us left that's gone. Free Dro, that's my right-hand man. And he on the countdown. He'll be home in the next 6 to 7 months. Oh, no, that's my right-hand man. That's my shadow. So next year y'all see me, he gonna be right here. Oh, we're gonna get a part 3 and a 4. So y'all told me we're on episode 49. I want to be back for episode 70, and I want to be 101.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Them my episodes. So let me know when the episodes come. 70 and 101.
I'm just saying, it's getting bigger and bigger.
But listen, just make sure y'all remain humble. Don't forget about me. If y'all end up being
this off the love, we ain't never forgetting about nobody do something.
You know how many times I done heard that? I can get on this microphone right now, because see, I ain't scared of nobody. Yeah. But I can get on this microphone right now and name a couple celebrities that I literally know I made sure they blew up.
And then they forgot about
you. Yeah. It's a couple real ones, though. It's a couple real ones, though. Yeah, it's a bunch of real ones that's still down, that we still rock out. They still one phone call away. But yeah, a lot of them,
all I'm going to say is, hey, we in car from Dallas. Just know, if you know us, hey, all we need is about business and we loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Who fuck with us, we fuck with them.
I feel that.
It's straight facts, man. I know who we on.
Yeah. So now y'all asked me a bunch of questions. I want to ask y'all a question. Now it's my time to take the floor. Okay. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna take over y'all podcast, and I want to ask y'all a question. So how old are you?
I'm 21.
How old are you?
22.
Okay. In 5 years, where do y'all see yourselves? Honestly,
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, look, listen. Every question that I ask you, it's a counter question to it. So make sure you think about this before you don't get on here and say, I see myself successful. I'm gonna be a millionaire.
I'm just keeping
all right, let's go.
I'm just keeping book. I'm a person you ain't never met before. I'm smarter than I need.
All right, 5 years. What you gonna do?
5 years? I ain't gonna lie. I'm keeping book. We gonna be. I respect Shannon Sharp and I watch him. I love him, but we're gonna be bigger than Shannon Sharp. I ain't gonna lie. 5 years we're gonna be touring the earth. Me and Carter gonna be. Hey, we're gonna be dangerous, unstoppable. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, it's gonna get bad 5 years because I just know how it is now. And I know what it can get to. You know what I'm saying? What I see now, I'm like, nah. We get 30K views? Oh, nah. We get 100K. We get 100K, we get a million. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you just keep going. I know how to grind. I know how, when it gets tough, yeah, I know how to keep going. Facts. So I know, yeah.
Okay, so let me hear what you guys say.
5 years, I think this hoe definitely going to be top 10 in the world. I don't see myself in Houston, though. Really, both of us. I don't see both of us in Houston. Between me and him, I think that, like he said, it's gonna go on the road, and really wherever God leads us at that point, I think it can be outside of the States. I don't think that.
How long have y'all been knowing each other?
Shit. I can say my earliest memory of this nigga was in middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah.
I don't remember Corey. I don't know my earliest memory. I'm keeping. I don't know when I met Corey. I know when we met though. I liked his ambition. Like I know, like he gonna get down the grind. You know, one reason like that's why I hopped on the podcast. He was on there like probably like some couple years before me, but I hopped on because I knew like I can bring entertainment, or I can bring laughter. I can bring a different variety than he can bring. You know what I'm saying? And I know he likes to grind. He can grind. So he can do it by himself. So why not help him? I know what I can do. I know what I can. You know what I'm saying? So
how much money do you plan on making out of your podcast?
Oh shit. Hundreds of millions. I ain't gonna settle on 1 million. Hundreds.
There ain't no
cap. I never said there's no cap. It ain't never no
truthfully,
cap.
I think this is gonna be behind not a TV brand.
You gotta remember though.
All right, y'all talking about it at the same time. It's my flow. Remember that now. This is my podcast for the next 8 minutes. I got 8 minutes. So now I want to ask you a question. So you said millions right now, hundreds of millions, right? So they like what you're doing. They feel like you're great. You talk. You're very a people's person. He's more laid back. Yeah. Most people want to see that mix goes together, but they come offer you $50 million without him. What are you doing?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been said it from the jump. I'm gonna just keep it. I don't put out me and Carter business out there, but I'm gonna say is we had this dispute over some payment, and I've been told him like, hey, no matter what it is, it's 50-50.
50 million.
Bro,
50 million.
You gotta realize, man. I come from Dallas. Ain't nothing. I ain't worried about no type of pay, none of that. I'm loyal.
50 million.
Bro, I don't care about none of that. I hopped on this.
All right. You said 50 million.
None of that. Nah.
50 million. We busting that bitch down.
That's the right answer. So if somebody come offer you 50 million, the right question. See, because you're the more outspoken person. Yeah. He's more sitting back and thinking. Because I've been observing both of y'all since I've been sitting here, and I've been doing the most talking. But what I'm gonna say is, if somebody come offer you 50 million, young man, take the 50 million. And after you sign the contract, you still give him 25, even if he's not on the screen. Guess what? He's gonna be at right there with 25 million.
Yeah, that is true.
So don't pass up no 50 million.
Yeah, okay.
Know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Busting that bitch down.
You gonna bust it down.
Yeah, facts.
Even if my brother's like right now, these niggas ain't sitting up this table.
Mm-hmm.
But guarantee if I was getting paid, everybody around here was gonna get a piece of the pie.
That's real though.
You know what I'm saying?
How it is. You just real.
Man, you listen. Don't pass that bag up because they don't like him the way they like you.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Listen what I'm telling you.
Nah, I'm listening.
They can give you the 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
He still made 50 million too.
You gonna make some very.
Hey, they just don't like you in front of the camera right now. We gonna find some 25 million.
Yeah.
We gonna find somewhere back here behind the camera.
Yeah.
You see what you do good?
Mm-hmm.
I know you work this computer. You know, hey, my brother is Lando, right?
Yeah.
Lando don't close deals for us. I close the deals. But do you think he still ain't getting his same cut?
He is. He
It don't matter. I just wanted to give you that game because I knew you was gonna answer that wrong. I'm loyal. That's my brother. They put, man, hey, look, man, I'm taking the 50 million and we still gonna bust it down.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm cute the book. I didn't think of it as like.
Yeah, you gotta think it like that.
Like, nigga,
that might, it only might be, you only might have that one chance.
Yeah.
And if you fuck that opportunity and say, man, if you can't take me and my brother, hey, they really did take you and your brother. Because if you got 50 million and you still agreeing to get him 25, no matter if he in front of the camera or not, he's still getting 25 million.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, look, bro.
Yeah, that's fact.
I ain't leaving nobody behind. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know how many times I've been put against that? Y'all young. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't seen what money can really do. Money, they will try to make money change you and turn against your people behind this dollar. Mm-hmm. And the average person gonna turn. But I'm telling you the way not to turn. You can even present that you did turn. But it's after the paperwork is signed and the check is cashed. Shaq, come back in here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Come on here, Shaq. Shaq gonna pull up that protect and say, y'all ain't want me. Shit. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, favorite saying, I'm gonna say right now, R.I.P. to my nigga Takeoff. What Takeoff said, who left me out bad and bougie? You think they left me out bad? I wasn't left out bad and bougie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For real. I still got that check. Uh-huh. Y'all better understand that, man. It's going to be doors that's open up. They might want to pair you with a woman. They might want to pair you with two white boys. If they do, remember, regardless, y'all started here together. Go get the bag. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Hey, do you hear me?
Hey, man.
Hey, do you hear
me? Appreciate y'all having me, man. But I always like to test people's loyalty and see if they're going to put their loyalty over their smarts. You got to put your brains over your loyalty and understand that you're not breaking the loyalty code because you're saying, man, I ain't leaving my brother. Mm-hmm. Nah, you ain't leaving them. You just got to bust down what they going to give you. Mm-hmm. And hopefully he do the same when they come to him. Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
It's just, bro, you got that real nigga can't be. It's not taught. It just gotta be in you, fam. I just gotta keep it, but it's gotta be in you. Okay, so as we break it down, I know Corey got one more question or two more, but I got one more question.
Okay.
So is Houston getting like Atlanta or what you think?
Houston is past Atlanta.
You're not like guru.
Houston is past Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Atlanta has never. Only thing Atlanta has over Houston, and I say this all the time, Atlanta has more celebrities that live there. Yeah. If we had the amount of celebrities that live, and honestly, I'm gonna say this: we do have more wealthy people than Atlanta, but they're not in the industry. Mm-hmm. They're in the oil. They're in other things. They don't even have to have a bigger name. They got a bigger bag. Yeah. You got to understand, it's oil money in Texas, and then you got to also remember this: Atlanta is big as Uptown Galleria. Houston is huge. Yeah, we have 10 Atlantas in Houston.
I'm stupid. If you don't know, hey, if you go to Dome, so
every club can be packed at one time.
Literally, that's how
you could never tell me a point in time where Atlanta had 3 mega clubs that was packed at one time. You got to think about it. We had Dome, we had Sakai, we had Space, and we had the Address and Camp. All sold out at one time. They have never done anything like what we're doing. Let's be clear.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yes, Houston is definitely better than Atlanta. Shout out to the A, man, because y'all, honestly though, Atlanta is still the blueprint because they believe in up upbringing everybody. Houston is still separated. People are still on that competition shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's talk about Dallas stuff. Because I seen you come to Dallas a couple times. You know, you came to the city.
Shout out to the D.
Hey, shout out Dallas, man.
Dallas, I love Dallas. I'm gonna tell you though, but Dallas is still and don't take this offensive, it's still a white ran city.
Yeah.
They haven't gotten control of it. I say Dallas, 10 years from now, Dallas gonna be mixed up. Yeah. 10 years though. Shout out to Dave though. Shout out to EJ. Shout out to Gary. You know, it's gonna take time because Houston is more of you can come from anywhere in the United States and be a boss. Dallas, they regulating shit down there. Them white folks ain't hearing it. They got codes, they got zones, they got all types of stuff that you can't. Yeah, it is, and they still running a lot of. They not. Yeah. Shout out to Dallas though.
Dallas does not play that shit. That's all
They don't, bro. But this is the city. You know what I'm saying? Where you chase a dream, you might just actually catch the dream.
Oh God.
So my last question. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much. One of the most popular questions that we get on here. You got to sit in this seat. Who would you like to see us go out and get next to sit in this seat and interview?
Yeah, I said that.
And we're gonna ask you to help.
Yeah.
Y'all want me to help y'all?
Yeah. Facts. You gotta help. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta help us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, if y'all want me to help y'all, this is who I want y'all to put. Bring my favorite YN in here. Bring Prime in here.
Oh yeah, nah.
Oh, y'all get prime time hood up there. Hood one time, man.
Prime for the one time. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
For real.
We'll take Prime.
That's my brother. And guess where I'd be sitting in the same spot Shaq at. We just gonna add another seat. The whole gang gonna be in here.
That's a real nigga shit, right?
We all is one, man.
And that's what I'm saying. I've been seeing it I'm cute, but I've been watching your page for like probably a year or so. And I see like, bro, you're a real nigga. You just gotta get to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't play none of that bullshit though. I know you don't play no bullshit.
He know. Hey, he be watching.
You don't play no bullshit though.
Oh, bro, he told me in his face that I don't play that bullshit. Hey, I'm big on loyalty.
Big on loyalty.
I know that's the main thing that I know what's up.
Loyalty, man. I'm very big on that, man.
I know what's up.
Like it's like people. I watch people cross each other behind money, behind women, behind the craziest things, and I feel like at the end of the day, bro, for what, bro?
You had it all already,
bro. Why we can't do it together?
Facts.
Why you gotta be bigger than me?
That's what I say.
Do y'all not understand that it looks so much better when a group of niggas doing it instead of one person doing it? You know how many times that we get in the club, and this just off the subject, like we be in the club and it be a dude who want to go to Bottle Wars. Do you not know you're one person? I don't care how much you got.
Millionaires.
Yes, we're gonna rip your head off. What? Like, are you crazy? Do you not understand when you walk in the club and there's one boss and you got a bunch of dirty niggas around you that look like shooters, and we walk in as a group and everybody fly, everybody blinging, everybody look. Man, the ladies don't look, man. I'm gonna tell you, when you know you're a boss and you got a crew with you, this will make you a real boss. And I want y'all to clip this. You know you're a boss when you walk in and your whole crew and they can't figure out who the boss is. You know what I'm saying? See, when we walk in, we go out of town, they don't know who the boss is. They be like, damn, look at him. Oh, look at him.
He got chained
up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Meats. We got short, tall niggas, skinny, small niggas, even big niggas, dreadhead, bald niggas. Anything you like, baby, have a baby by me, baby, and be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. That's what we all, for real. Yeah, shout out to people.
And I'm gonna keep it a book. I watch your page and I say, bro, he only give the chains to real, like, people who genuinely fuck with him, and they gotta be close to a year bond. You know what I'm saying? Close to years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't no year. Yeah, it's years. It's definitely years.
You know what I'm saying? Say years get that fellas change.
Them people been down, and like, I ain't gonna lie, like all my youngins right now that we've been giving a chance to, man, them niggas stayed down even when they like wasn't making money, when it didn't make sense. They was down. They deal with me. They deal with my brother. We are hard on them. They deal with Red. We are very hard on them, all our young generation, because we didn't have nobody to be hard on us. So by that being said, people be like, why y'all giving these people? Because these chains are not cheap. We're giving away $30,000+ chains to For real. And the reason why we're giving these chains to these kids is because we're showing our loyalty, our appreciation, and how much we respect them as men. I don't want you to sit around. I know you can't go buy this. But if you could go buy it, I don't want you to go broke by buying it. I'm going to get it for you, and I want you to cherish it. Man, you know, we shout out to my nigga Leak, man. I just gave my homeboy Leak. He from Dallas, too. Shout out to Leak, man. Little Leak. My boy Leak, he from Dallas. We gave him his chain, man. This is one of the most loyalest, humblest young kids I ever met. And look, man, my man goes to sleep in that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, he done had it for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I ain't seen it come off his neck yet. Man, I love him. You gotta, you know, you gotta have people around you that really appreciate this shit, man. You know, I still install in their head to all my young niggas, my YNs, bro. Y'all don't watch the internet. Don't watch what these rappers doing. Don't watch what these YouTubers are doing. Don't watch what these streamers are doing and get tricked out your spot trying to chase behind something that didn't happen overnight or that's not real. Understand, it doesn't happen overnight. So don't get tricked out your spot. Don't get to doing bait scams. Don't get to putting your life on the line, robbing people, doing all that to try to make yourself something overnight. You want to ball for one summer and be in jail for 20 winters? Or do you want to take 5 summers working hard and ball for the rest of your life? This is a marathon, man.
Give me the 5
all I'm going to say is, hey, if you be on Goodfellas, hey, I'm going to say, I've been watching from the outside looking in, and they look like real nigga material over there. I'm just keeping it a book. You stay down with them, they stay down with you. Yeah. It's that simple. Hey, I can't even lie to you.
Yeah.
Nah, this been a good one right here.
For real. I told y'all, man. I'm a natural, man. I'm one take Drake, man. One take Drake, man. Hey, look, and whoever else want to get me on that podcast right now, I'm going on everybody podcast in Houston, Texas. I started right here. Y'all thought I wasn't going to do it. I'm doing it. And look, I thought you weren't doing it. I'm not asking for nothing from y'all, but what? Where the wine at? Show them the wine. You got to provide me some wine. Provide me the wine. As long as you got this. Some red cups. Hey, just put the wine on the camera. Yeah, show them the camera. Show them the wine. Hey, provide me. That's it. All I ask for is some wine in the red cup, man. Y'all got me, man. I swear, I'm bringing the gang with me. We coming, we gonna pull up. And hey, we having fun, man. This is fun to me. I love to talk.
Oh, trust. I love it too.
Whenever y'all want me to come back, if somebody cancel on y'all, I'm around the corner. Just call me. I'll pull up and we can do it all again.
I ain't saying hey, keep running back episodes. You know what I'm saying? You giving out free game right here. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate you pushing.
Man, all love,
we
bro.
Don't fuck with you.
All love.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah, you know I need y'all to come help me on my setup.
Oh yeah, bro. We know we got it. You know we got you, man.
Yeah, this has been episode 49. Y'all keep tapping in with us.
Just wait till we get to 100. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll be back for 70.
Just wait till we get to 100.
I'll be back for 101 too.
101. Yeah. Make sure y'all comment, like, share, repost, whatever. Put everything on.
And follow me on Twitch, man. Iamyopusha_. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitch and Instagram. Yeah, y'all hit follow or like, subscribe, man. We on that.
This episode 49.
We gone.
Appreciate y'all, bro.
Appreciate it. It's all about you, man. You ain't have to do this off of love. I appreciate it,
bro. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it, bro.
Some niggas not real niggas.
They not at all. They not at all.
I've been told Cardi is a real nigga. Hey, we get a picture up. We did a picture.
You gonna do it off your phone?
What we taking a picture right here in the front?
Yeah, you can admit it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop this. Cardi, we're gonna drop tonight. Fuck it. We're gonna drop tonight, and we gonna send collab. It's up to you if you want to.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Let me talk my shoes.
What?
It's too bright.
What do I
turn that off? Yeah.
I might shoot try that with.
Hello.
You probably turn that off.
Look at that,
bro. Where have I seen you?
So look, man.
Where have I seen you at before?
We still going.
I've seen you a couple times. Hey.
That's a wrap.
Episode 50.
Free game. What's today?
Episode 50.
Free game Thursday, man. I'm giving it to him, man. All off the love. Y'all see that, man? I pulled up on these people, man.
All off the love. Bro.
I told them all I wanted was some wine.
He could have charged. On my life.
I don't. Everybody know. Check. Y'all know I don't do nothing for free.
Thanks on God.
But I'm showing love. Rest of the month. That's what I'm doing.
All right, coming down 3. 2, and 1. One more pause if I got one. Count down 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, all that. Appreciate you.
Man, hit me when you ready.
Yeah, we it'll be finished this week. We sound everything.